Is it possible to get completely debt-free, including the mortgage, in approximate 5 to 9 years? Greetings, everyone. My name is John Shepkoff, and welcome. And I'm glad you're here because you're going to be given an opportunity that you won't be able to get anywhere because, first of all, they're my programs, okay? And I've been doing this for over 37 years. That makes me an expert, by the way. And also, what makes me an expert besides doing it for 37 years? Well, number two is I personally have paid off 1, 2, 3, 4 homes off. What was the longest time that it took me to do it? The longest one was 7 years. The shortest amount one was actually in 3 years. Are you paying any extra money toward the principal? Absolutely, you're paying some extra money toward the principal. That's what it is. But what happens is I'm going to teach you how to control the effective interest rate on your credit cards and the effective interest rate on your mortgage. Because if you can do those two things, my friends, you're going to be able to do exactly what it is. Nobody in the world, nobody does what I do because they're my programs, okay? People might try to copy me, and there are a lot of people who've been doing something like I've been doing for a long time, but they don't do exactly what I'm doing because they're my programs. They've got some twist to it, and there's some great people out there who's been doing things, and I don't want to name any names, but the funny thing is this, I will say this. These people who've been doing it, and they're all like on TV and video and radio, they've never even paid off a mortgage, but yet I've done it 4 times, and I've helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people all over the United States, showing people how to get totally debt-free. In fact, one of my clients that I had, he was $2 million in debt, and he had 3 practices, by the way. And I told him that if I put him on this program, I said, most likely you're going to probably be getting letters or something in the mail saying, don't do this, you don't have to do this, whatever. They're going to tell you this. And so I'd warned him about 7 months into this, and he was really making chunks. He was making that $2 million go down fairly quickly. And what happened is 3 managers, man, they just went berserko, and they didn't send him letters. They actually went over to his private practice and said, we'd like to have a talk with you. And he goes, what? He goes, what are you doing? How are you able to pay off all this debt so quickly? And he goes, well, that's mine. That's my business. And he says, we want to let you know that you don't have to be doing that. You can just give us the extra money. My friends, and I told him, I said, no, you don't want to do that. Because if you do that, what happens is then the bank is actually controlling the effective interest rate, and they're going to front load the money. And that's how it works. So I had warned about that, he called me up, and he said, John, you were right. That's exactly what they've been doing. He says they wanted me to get off the program, and you warned me about that. So again, my name is John Shepkoff. I'm going to give you an opportunity to be able to pay off your debt, your credit cards, your student loans, you name it, or if you have a mortgage, in approximate 5 to 9 years. Now, does that mean that every single person that gets onto my program can pay off their home or debt in 5 to 9 years? No, because if you don't put any extra money toward the principal, let's say on the mortgage, it won't work, okay? When it comes to the mortgage, you have to be putting extra money toward the principal, but it's what does. And my program, because of my coupon, what happens is it stops the front loading, and number 2, you are in control of the effective interest rate. And I keep tweaking this year after year, trying to make it better and better to make sure that the banks are adhering to the rules of the banking laws, okay? Like I said, I've been doing this for over 37 years. I am an expert, and I've personally paid off 4 homes, and I've been teaching hundreds and hundreds of people all over across the United States to get this done. So now, when it comes to the debt, like credit cards, automobiles, student loans, if you didn't put any extra money, what about that? Well, the question on that one would be, John, how does that work? Well, you don't have to put any extra money on that. And if you had $5,000 worth of, let's say, credit card debt, and you paid the normal payment every single month as it came in, it would take you 25 years, 7 months, something like that. Normal payments. Now, if you just change it the way I'm doing it, not even putting any extra money into the principal on that, which you really should, but let's say you didn't, you can now get that thing paid off in approximate 12 years. Okay, so you can see I've saved you a ton of years from 25 down to 12. Okay, now I will tell you this, if someone was to try to copy me, they're not going to do it. They can't, because first of all, on the debt program, the math calculations and what you have to do, it takes a lot of work, a lot of hours, and all the number crunching and everything to do this. If someone was to do this, copy me, which they won't do it because they know better, but a person would have to charge a minimum of $3,000 because all the work that goes on. There's a tremendous amount of this, okay? And so I'm not going to be charging you, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, or $500, or not even $300. I mean, we're talking under $200 only. In this special code that I'm going to give you, you can get that. You'll be able to get this, and what will happen is you're going to see the videos up on top. One is about learn more about the mortgage. So go on that, and you're going to see, of course, the mortgage. You're going to see another link up there for debt. So I want you to understand that. And of course, the videos that you'll be watching are a lot younger pictures of me when I started talking. So you can see I've been doing this for a long time. The other one is a link up there is about money, okay? And this is an opportunity that you can make some extra money for yourself, because I want not only people to become totally debt-free, but also to make some extra money. Now, if you made some extra money, by the way, and remember I said 5 to 9 years, how fast could you pay off a 30-year mortgage, by the way? Well, you could probably pay it off easy in about 3 years. Does that sound spectacular? Would that be of worth value to you to want to do that? And you probably say, yeah, absolutely. I like to, how do I get started and stuff? So what you'll do is go up on there, click on the link, let's say money, and then you're going to watch and learn. I want you to understand. Now, if you give me your word, okay, in this, and you want to get started, what happens is you have to give me a code back, okay, when you call me up, that you want to get the debt program, either the debt program on credit cards and student loans or automobiles, or you want to get the mortgage program. You pick which one, or maybe you need actually both of them. What you're going to use is the word enagic, E-N-A-G-I-C, enagic. You use that terminology to me, and of course, you're going to watch that and learn. And if you give me your word that you're actually going to go into that, then what I'll hit is I will give the programs to you under $200. Normally, I charge easy triple that amount. Okay. And I wasn't even back then, I wasn't charging very much because I'm trying to help people. My programs, I give you my word that I save people easy on credit card debt. The average person that I save them is easy, probably over $50,000. On a mortgage, I save people on average about $200,000 off their mortgage. Nobody in the world has it. These are my programs. And like I said, I've not paid off 1 home, 2 homes, 3. I've actually paid off 4 and working on my 5th, and I'll have that one actually paid off in October of 2017. That will be taken care of, and that'll be my 5th. I'm one of those people that not only do I teach it, coach it, and mentor it, but I also do it for myself. It doesn't matter how much money you make, because it's in direct proportion. A person that makes, let's say, $35,000, or a person that makes $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000, it's in direct proportion. We all spend the same amount of money, you might say. And so everybody pretty much is in debt. And if you want to be able to get out of debt, here it is. So what you're going to do is learn everything about the mortgage up there, and if you want it, or you learn everything about the debt, click on that, and if you like that, and then you really want this program, okay, and then if you want to make some extra money, go up there in the money. Now, if you're not going to get into my program, you're going to pay what I normally charge on that, and that's just, like I said, that's like triple the amount on that. So that's like $5.99 is what that is. If you want to go into and make the extra money, I'll give it to you at $199. And then the reason I'm going to do that is you're going to give me the code enagic, and that's if you give me your word that you are actually going to do it, then I'll give it to you. If you're not a part of that, I'm not going to be fooled on that, because I'm really trying to help as many people to get completely debt-free, include the mortgage, in approximately 5 to 9 years, and a chance to also for people to make money. Again, I'm John Shepkoff. Like I said, when you start watching those other videos in the debt or the mortgage, you're going to see definitely that I'm a lot younger. Take care, and I'll talk to you real soon.